how to send notifications on Facebook, so let's see if we can still do that. As the live show starts, hopefully we will see more people in the chat, but I don't know that yet. So, we will see. I'm checking if I can see that I'm live myself, because I cannot see that. I see that someone else is live, but it's not me. Not now. Oh boy, this is gonna be so hard. This is going to be the hardest because someone is in the chat. Someone's in the chat. So yes, someone knows. Thank you very much, Lisa Daly, for the previous plug on over on her live stream, because that's how people know that this thing is going. Thank you for being here. Who's here? Hello. Hi. Is Busy Brown. Hello, Busy Brown. I'm still getting things ready. Still. Because I'm silly like that. Also, I had some problems with my computer today, so okay. Oh, hello, Rosaline. Hi. We see you. I see you too. Hello, Books with Kittens. Hi. Hi. So nice to see you here. Very nice to see you here. I'm figuring out how to host this thing. It's working much better now. So, today I'm going to be talking about Camp NaNoWriMo preparations and stuff. If someone wants to join, if someone wants to co-host, you're still on time. Good afternoon, Ariga. Hello. Your comment is still not popping over on StreamYard's chat. There you go. Yeah. It's weird. Like there's so much delay. I hope my internet connection is decent today. So, today we're going to be talking about Camp NaNoWriMo preparations. What are you guys going to do? What am I going to do? And all the plans for April now that we are basically all at home. Life hasn't really changed for me, but I know that it has changed for a lot of people. So, yeah, what are your plans for Camp NaNoWriMo? What are you going to be working on? Rosalind says, I'm not doing Camp NaNoWriMo officially, but I enjoyed the related events on For the Words. I haven't checked For the Words yet. Hello, Stephen Whelan. Hi. Nice to see you here. Thank you for coming. So, I'm going to be working on editing. But I have a plan because March is like I'm going to be working on editing, but I still don't know what to do. Like I don't know what I'm doing and I'm figuring out things. So April is going to be like I'm officially editing now, and I'm going to be like taking at least one chapter per day. So that's what I'm going to be doing, like one chapter per day. Or if one chapter is really hard to edit, then it's going to take 2 days. But as I have 19 chapters on my book, I have 30 days on April. I can take 2 days for some chapters. I could even take some days off if I wanted to. But I'm gonna commit to editing one chapter per day. So books with is it Books with Kittens? Oh my god. No, it's yeah, it's Book with Kittens. I will be working on my time travel novel. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Time travel novel. That's nice. BC Brown says, for Camp Nano, I'm trying to piece together the scenes needed for the remainder of my third series book, work in progress. I need to get that done so I can get 15K in to finish the first draft. Okay, that sounds interesting. I like the theme of your series, by the way. Sounds very interesting. Stephen Willan is like, I'm not sure if I'll be doing edits for my current book or drafting book 2 yet. Oh yeah, that's the dilemma of my life. I have a book two almost finished, and because of editing book one, I'm like, no, but I have to finish editing book one. And then it's like, no, but I want to continue drafting book two. That's my endless dilemma. That's if I have some free days over in Camp NaNoWriMo, which I doubt it, but if I have, then I'll be doing book two for sure. That's something that I have on my radar. So we are sharing the same dilemma. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. It's very interesting. Adiga says, just trying to keep up with posting videos with reasonable edits. Oh, come on. I'm enjoying that series a lot. I like it a lot. It's don't rush it, but it's good. So yeah, I like it. It's right up my alley. So how is it that I share things on Facebook? I forgot. Editing videos is what I'm working on. Doing 3 sprints. Probably I should work on my Camp Nano, but I'm behind on my video editing. Yeah, that's something that I'll be working on video editing tonight. So like later, after way after the sprints. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Oof. Okay. We have an upcoming collaboration this of March 29th, and we are talking about for now our working title is No More Ableism in Books. So we don't know if that's going to be the playlist title, but something along those lines, like No More Ableism in Books, and we are talking about um, diversity representation when it comes to disability in books. So it's pretty interesting. And like I'm late to the game and I have no idea what Camp Nano is. Um well, Camp Nano Rimo. So if you have heard of the regular Nano Rimo, which is over in November, November is the write a novel in a month. So it's like obligatory or like semi obligatory. Everybody has to work on or like strive for 50,000 words in a month. And that's the main goal of November. But there are this like camp NaNoWriMo editions. It's like this whole idea of like virtual camping and virtual cabins and stuff. Well, that was the idea. Now it's like groups. I don't know how that goes. I haven't checked the website, but the current Camp NaNoWriMo is like you set your own goals. You do you. Like if you want to write 20,000 words instead of 50, you do you. If you want to work on editing, that's up to you. It's more free than the regular NaNoWriMo. So it's a similar concept, except that you're going to set your own goals instead of having the arbitrary 50K word count goal. I never won the 50K. It's too much, and I write on an iPad, so everybody knows that by now. I write on my iPad, and I didn't have a physical keyboard, and the furthest I got was 47,330 words. That's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go further than that. But I did finish a book, so now I'm suffering with all the editing, though. Editing is hard. It's the hardest thing ever, especially if you don't know your punctuation. So, yay, me. What about starting off with the sprints? Let's do 20-minute sprints if I figure out how to share the screen. Yes, I'm going to do that. Mhm. Yes, please. Can I share the screen? Can I please? Uh-huh. Yes, my darling. It's not letting me. Yes. Oh. Oh, I see. I'm having issues with the configuration of my computer. I'm trying to make things bigger and it's just not working. Oh my god. I almost the worst technical issue I've ever had in my life. But the good thing is that StreamYard keeps the live thingy on. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's what happens when I'm trying to be fancy. That's what happens when I try to be fancy. I was trying to share a second screen, trying to use my iPad as a second display, blah, blah, blah. And what did I do? Dal took herself out of the live stream, turn off StreamYard altogether. Oh my god, like learn from this alien. Don't try to be more fancy than your gear actually can. Oh boy, this is freaking out of okay. Things that can happen over on StreamYard. Lessons for hosting. No, wait. Let me see. What can I do over here? Can I get it smaller and smaller? Yes. Um, uh, oh my god. Yes, please. Okay. Uh-huh. Mm-mm. It's just not letting me share things. That's all there is to this. It's just not letting me. So yeah, I'm having trouble again. I don't even know what's going on over in the live stream, but yeah. Uh trouble issues. Okay. I no longer know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Save me from myself. Oh no. It's okay, StreamYard. I'm gonna rate you really, really badly this time. Because this is giving me too much trouble. It's giving me too much trouble. Uh oh my. I cannot even see what's going on this time. I was trying to set it. I need a fellow co-host. Seriously, I need a fellow co-host when this kind of shit happens. Because this is way too much. We lost you again. Yeah, okay. I don't know how am I going to have um a whatever 10-20 minute sprint. So what time is it now? Today I cannot share my screen apparently. I'm so sorry. But okay, what time is it right now? It is okay, in my clock it says 3:17 past 3. So let's do some 20 minutes if I can. I'm going to try to share my screen, but I'm going to do some 20 minutes. 20 minutes sprint and let me know what you're doing and yeah, be back in 20. I'll mute myself. I will mute myself and then I'll see you in 20ish minutes. All right? Oh, right, we're back, I think. And officially, my chargers are dying. So, whoopsie. The gods don't want me to have more internet power. Oh boy. Well, I mean, my phone charger. So, oh my god, I'm freaking out. But anyway, how did everybody do? And also, hello to the new people in the chat. And sorry for the blue thingy, Rosalind. I don't know what I did. I don't know what happened. Someone else is here. Am I greeting the right person? Yes, hello, hello. It's Bury Bat Books. Hello there. Nice to see you here. Who else is up here? Who else? Because I had some new people coming in the chat. Um I think it was I think hang on a minute. I cannot find you. But Michael is also here. If I cannot find your comment, then it's like oops, I don't know how to host, but yeah. It's me. Yes it is. Hi. It's also wait. It's Stephanie. Hello Stephanie. Nice to see you here. And BC Brown Books. Uh-huh. Am I clicking on the right comment? Yes, I am. Hello, hello. BC Brown says I managed to rough edit the ableism collab video. That's great. We're gonna have that coming up March 29th. The chat is going faster now. Who is here? Uh-huh. I just don't know what I'm clicking anymore. I don't know what I'm clicking anymore. Yeah, Michael is here. I am changing the POV of another chapter. Where's that coming? Where's that comment here? Yeah, that's changing POVs is really, really hard. I need my magnifier. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh yeah, I see what happened. Oh, Rosalind. Yeah. Welcome and please be patient while Dal and I figure out what we were doing. Yeah, yeah. Rosalind somehow ended up with the moderator tag, and I was like, "What? How did that happen?" I know how that happened. I was trying to click on my laptop to put some comment on the screen. And instead, I clicked with my thumb on the phone to read the chats. And, like, oops, that's how things happen over here. This is how we roll. That's what happens when a blind person is trying to host a StreamYard. This platform is not very accessible, y'all. Like, I'm always complaining about that, but that's the one I'm using. So, because that's the one I can use. Well, anyway, edited Stephen Whelan says he edited is this your avatar? Yeah, I think Stephen Whelan says he edited 2 pages, which is great. 2 pages is 2 pages. Some chapters are 2 pages long, so hey, that's progress. Uh-huh. Trying to figure out again the configuration of this screen. Yeah, okay, now I can read everybody's chats a little bit better. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit bigger as well. That's good. So I, of course, couldn't do much because I was trying to, be nice and figure out how to do the 2 screens thing, and my iPad was a second screen, and I basically ruined everything, and oh my god, and yeah, it was a bit, um, you know, funny, so to speak. Um, now I like, oh, okay, so I couldn't do much myself, but I guess that's what happens when you're a host of a stream. Sometimes you cannot do that much, can you? Um, yeah. So, oh god, gotta be careful here. Yeah, I was trying to like, okay, let's see. We get some more comments. Someone, yeah, BC Brown says, I can pop on if you want. Rosaline Kelly, yeah, I can. But my eyes were, yeah. She can. Let's do this. If you have the link, you can pop up for sure if you want to. Yeah, because you can read some comments and you can help me out, because this is it's been hilarious today. I don't know. I was doing fine. I was kind of doing fine for some days, and then this happens. What even is this? It's so if you have a link, I think I sent you a link. You can jump in if you want. I'm fine with it. Everybody's welcome. If you want to join me, I send you a link. Everybody's welcome here. You can always, crash on my streams like, hello there, I'm going to be the host now. Yeah. um, yeah, you do. So, yeah, you do. Didn't I? Wait, hang on a minute. Let me check that, because I did send it. No, I didn't. I did. Yeah, check on your messenger. You do have it. Unless I send it to the wrong person. Oh my god, no, I did send it to you. I did send it to you because I see it. I checked my messenger. You do have it. If that link doesn't work, then StreamYard is being a dir with me today. But yeah, as I was saying, everybody is allowed to crash my streams. Like, yes, you can definitely come and crash. Like, I'm gonna be the host now. It's fine. It's a me. I'm taking over. You can have your own live stream invasion. Usually, we are stereotypically the ones who invade humans, but humans can invade my live streams whenever they want. Time for my daily walk. All right. Thank you for being here. Okay, now how do you pop in here? Because I don't see you. Yeah. So very bad books have to go. Bye, BBB. Don't touch nobody. Oh, she says be right back. Okay, there you are. Okay, hello.
Hey, Dal.
Hi. Nice to see you here.
No problem. You're going to get my
Ooh.
avatar today because I am totally not screen worthy. So it'll
I'm
just be.
never, don't worry, I'm never screen worthy. So I am, hiding from the world.
Well, Wednesday's kind of my lazy day because it's the day that my videos go live. So all I'm doing is like chatting when the video when the video goes up. So I'm kind of usually in my PJs with like a messy bun going on, and so
Messy bun is the bun. That's what everybody should wear on a lazy day. Lazy buns.
it's pretty much what I do, like, because I don't wash my hair that often because my hair is really dry. So I really kind of only wash my hair about maybe once a week or once every 10 days. And so on the day that I wash my hair, I just like put it up in a big messy bun and then I let it air dry. And then that way my really fine hair, which I have a ton of, but it's really, really fine, so it doesn't have any volume. That way it actually gets a little bit of volume up at the top and it looks like I just don't have just like flat hair on top of my head and then all this big lion's mane down towards the bottom. It's my cheat way of actually doing my hair because I hate doing my hair. I tell everybody that I'm a perfect 10. I'm a 10 minutes to do my hair, 10 minutes to do my makeup, 10 hours worth of sleep kind of girl. And
I'm a perfect 10 in
yep.
that regard. Yeah, me too. I have this hair that is a very Rapunzel Rapunzel long like it's Rapunzel long. It's very long. Well, not to that extent, but yeah, that's what I joke on. Like my hair is really, really, really extremely long, and that's eh, I need to cut it. But then what do I do? A braid or a lazy bun, something like that, because I don't have time to be fancy. No, I
I
have no time for fancy. I need to sleep.
I'm kind of the same way. It's just it ends up being just like a lazy bun most of the time, or I do like a couple of braided pigtails, or um,
Awesome.
a couple of pigtail messy buns. Just whatever I can do that's as quick as possible. Like my hair looks really nice when I wear it down. Mine's not Rapunzel long by any means, but it is pretty long, and it looks really nice when I wear it down. It's just the effort of wearing it down and keeping it out of my face at the same time. I don't got time for that. I ain't got time for that, yo.
Do not do that in summer.
No, especially not here in Arizona.
Oh.
The hair is worn permanently up in the summer here in Arizona, so I don't even bother.
Even when you sleep.
Yeah, even when I sleep. I mean, it's up when I sleep anyway. I don't wear my hair down to sleep because I'm pretty sure my hair would like reach out middle of the night and strangle me to death. Um, or it would be in my
Exactly.
yeah, or it would be in my mouth, and that would wake me up or something. I don't know.
Make
Or
that a scene. Make that a scene for a horror movie, real quick.
yeah, like hair that just reaches out and strangles people in the middle of the night. And yeah, I could
Possessed
do that.
hair.
If I could write horror, that would be a really great thing. But horror is kind of
Um,
the one genre that I really have difficulty with. I'm good with suspense. Obviously, I mean, I write mysteries, but I'm not so good with the actual horror.
I don't want to spoil things because I'm working on a horror like on the side, but the
Oh,
strangling hair.
strangling hair is a good idea. Mental note. Mental note. Gotcha. I
Mental
gotcha.
note, strangling hair.
I gotcha. I gotcha. If you want me to help with the like popping the comments up on the screen and everything, I can do that.
Can
But
you do that?
you got to make me a moderator.
How do I do that?
I have no idea how to do that.
Uh, Let me see. How can I make you? Oh, there are three dots here.
Probably how to do it. I've never actually made anybody a moderator during my chat before, which I probably should do like going forward with whoever my co-hosts are.
No, I cannot see that on StreamYards. I can't. It is not showing up. I think the only person who can show the comments is the host. But anyway, I
I
can
could
pop
read
them
them.
on I can pop them on screen, and then you're reading the actual comment that I'm clicking on screen.
That is not a problem. I can
That's
totally
what
do
we
that.
can do. So for now, we don't have any new comments because people went really quiet. Maybe they didn't like the hair talk.
Who knows? Well, it
Mhm.
ended up it cycled back around to writing. Everybody should know we're gonna cycle back around to writing at some point. So
At some point, I'm going to talk about something that I can make a story out of it.
exactly,
I can make a
exactly.
story out of it. Yeah, that's something that always happens during live streams. We can always make a story out of mundane things that are supposedly mundane, and then suddenly, and
I think it's great that we can do that. That we can totally be like, oh, here's like the most mundane thing in the world, like making tea, and then all of a sudden have been like, and what if poison tastes like strychnine or arsenic tastes like
oh, don't
almonds and
please don't spoil my book.
okay, well, I was guessing. I was just coming up with something, but hey, who knows?
Yeah, you were, but seriously, the poison on the teacup. Oh my god, that I shouldn't spoil. I'm not gonna spoil, but briefly said, this is one thing that my characters hate me for because I am making them do some horrible things. And I'm like, but I mean, the villain is doing it. It's the
Yeah, yeah,
villain. It's the not me. You should not hate me. It wasn't me.
yeah. No, I agree. It's like I didn't do anything. It's totally the bad guy.
Totally the bad guy. It wasn't me. And I happen to have a villain who is like really, really. I hate him. He hates me. That everybody in the my circles knows that he hates me, I hate him. Do we have some new comments?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so it looks like Stephanie was just saying that they're all excited that Doll is taking time to figure it all out, and BC is a great coach. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. That the two of us together are apparently great.
Oh, that seems to be like a great team.
Hey,
Awesome. I'm very,
again, although again, it's occasionally the deaf leading the blind or the blind leading the deaf, but
yeah, it's
it's all
funny.
it's all good. It's all good.
That's gonna be a subtitle for whenever we co-host, even if you're the host or me or I'm the host, whoever's the host. But like when we're having this like co-hosting thing together, that's gonna be a subtitle somewhere. The
Yep.
deaf leading the blind leading the deaf.
It's got to be
That's
down
gonna
like in
be,
the description bar. It's got to be down in like the description box where it's just like, all right, it's just the blind leading the deaf. It's all good.
yeah. Currently my descriptions are I have to work on them for the live stream so I can like copy paste it whenever I have a live stream. I'm just not really good at this yet, but I will. My stream currently is named Rider in the Dark, and that's inspired by the film Dancer in the Dark, starred by Björk.
Mhm.
She's my queen. Yeah. She's one of them. So yeah, that's how I got the inspiration for this stream. So inspiration can come from all kinds of places. Could be like we said, the mundane, music, movies, another person's book, and then we get the idea and we do our own take on it. I don't know. I wish I could write more. Like I'm starting to study horror, but I'm not a horror writer. For that, I would recommend to go to check out Sarah Sean Weber and also author D.L. Tillery and author Kelly Martin. These are the three authors that I know that are writers of horror, and like I check them out because I really want to learn like how to get into the horror, like how to actually write it, because I have so many creepy ideas. I don't want to say, because I'm already the top of author tube, so I don't want to label myself with too many things. But I want to be something like the Billie Eilish of the writers, because damn, I have ideas for days when it comes to horror.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have creepy ideas. And maybe it's just because I don't know how to turn them into a story. I don't let them go anywhere. But I mean, maybe I could, be decent at it if I actually took the time to learn it. But I'm pretty cozy in my my fantasy, my urban fantasy books and my mysteries that I do. The contemporary women's lit book that I came out with, the most recent one that I came out with, that was way out of my comfort zone already, because I don't typically write like women's fiction or women's lit. And
I don't even know how, like I'm not even familiar with the genre enough to like, oh yeah, women, like how to define it. Oh, women's fiction is this and that. I'm like, women's fiction, I guess, is literature that's more female oriented.
yeah,
I guess.
yeah, so I mean, I didn't know how to define the story at first either. At first I called it slice of life, and I just knew that it was contemporary fiction, and that it took place around a strong female lead, and that it was all about her life struggles and her life issues. That was a section of her life that she was going through. And I put out a poll actually to my alpha and my beta readers, and just asked them straight up. I was like, look, I have no idea what this is, because this is so far out in the middle of the ball field for me, like way out in left field, that I don't know what this genre is. I apparently don't read nearly enough of this. I just call it slice of life. What would you all call it? And I got back, the feedback I got back just was like, well, this is clearly contemporary women's fiction or contemporary women's literature. And I just kind of ran with it from there, because a lot of my alpha readers, especially not necessarily my beta readers, but a lot of my alpha readers are other published authors, or they are editors, or they're retired teachers. So I had that experience that I could kind of leverage to know. But since then, I began reading more books in that genre, because I'm a really strong advocate for, if you know if you plan on writing in a particular genre, you should
You
really,
should read the genre. You
yeah,
should
you,
read the genre, definitely. That's
yeah.
why I say I don't even know. Like, I'm not familiar with that genre, so I will not even plan on writing it, because no, it's just not. I'm not there. But yeah, horror is that I think sci-fi. Everybody knows that that's my main project. It's a science fiction, and I'm like, yeah, I want to write that. And I tried with fantasy. I wrote a short story in fantasy, but I feel like I'm maybe not good enough, because fantasy is quite visual. It's very visual and very detailed, very wordy. It's like you gotta tell them absolutely everything. And I'm like, well, that's not my style, so I'm gonna just leave it at and so I tried, and I'm gonna continue trying, but as of right now, I don't have the time for elaborating that much. But then what else can I do? Okay. And then I was like, okay, I like horror. And that's like, even in my sci fi, there are some creepy scenes. So, like, I deal a lot with nightmares, and like, it's very graphic sometimes. Maybe I'm going too far. People will tell me when they read the second book, they're gonna tell me, Dal, I'm sorry, but that's a little too much. Like, like, don't sugarcoat it, but maybe, tone it down a little bit, because I'm, my goodness, or put a trigger warning, whatever. So yeah, I am a little bit off the wall sometimes when it comes to, like, it's clear, like, Dal wants to write horror. I can see that in even in the sci-fi, I can see that. So it's like, yeah. So if I really want to pull off a horror, I have to read more of it, learn the craft, study other people that are already doing it, because I know nothing about it. And so that's how I'm doing it.
Well, I think I mean, I haven't read any of Sarah's work yet or Kelly's work yet. I've read like their blurbs and like some little things here and there, but I have read some of DL's work, and you're spot on with studying what she does, because she's amazing at it. So
She is currently she has taken the title of the Mistress of Horror here on AuthorTube. So if she's claiming the title, I guess she might have a reason. And yeah, so Mistress of Horror has a Saturday morning or like Saturday show talking about horror. I don't know. It's a series, like going deeper into the craft. So if you want to check that out, it's every Saturday. Just Google, like YouTube search her. It's author DL Tillery, and she's gonna pop up, and you're gonna see all the creepy stuff that she's putting out. So yeah, plug for her. She's not here, and I don't care. If you don't promote yourself, I'm gonna do it. We have another comment from Rosaline, I think. Yeah, we
yeah.
do.
So Rosalind is saying that you, Doll, could write fantasy first person point of view from a blind person's point of view, and
I
then
already
that way you're describing with the other senses. So
Yeah, I did use a character, not blind. I'm working on the blind one, but that's on the side, and I need to do a lot of research, because that character is very good with plants, very good with medicine and plants. And she's very, like a doctor apprentice, kind of, like a medic apprentice. I don't know how to call that, because it's a fantasy world, and
so
it's
like a
not the.
so like a shaman or
No. She's not a shaman. She's well, could be, but no. It's more sciencey based. It's like she's very good with plants. She knows like the chemical things that go into each plant and how to combine them and make antidotes. And she has a snake, so the snake also contributes to making things like antidotes for poisoning and stuff. So yeah. That story is about disabled Valkyries. Yeah, they are all Valkyries. They don't know they are Valkyries until later on. So they are all disabled in a different way. And yes, there is a deaf character. I have to work on her, and now I know who to go and ask. Finally, when I get there, and
no problem.
so yeah, so that character is blind, like completely blind, and like she has some aids from her snake. So they have like a magical bond, and they connect with each other. Like once you find your animal companion, you develop a magical bond, link, whatever. And so you can, if you tap into the connection, you can see what they see, or they can help you out or whatever. But so she has a snake. So snakes have like thermal vision, so she has another kind of vision. It's eh. But she is completely blind, and I'm not sugarcoating it. She can't see, but that's why she's good with smells. I am completely anosmic, so I have no idea. Anosmic means you cannot smell
My
at
sister,
all.
my sister is anosmic as well.
Yeah, so I am one of those, and imagine that character is going to be a lot of research. But currently, I have a short story. That one is finished. That one is done. It's about she's a Valkyrie as well. She has a companion. She has a bat companion. So yay the bat, and her name is Hildur. Very Valkyrie name, and
Mm-hmm.
she is partially blind. She sees kind of like me, but not maybe a little bit better. She can see slightly better than me. That's why I could add some visuals, but she cannot distinguish faces. She cannot see clearly from a like distance. She cannot focus around, so she can see kind of like me, but it's not the very same thing. So I tried fantasy. I did, but I feel like even like I feel like that Linkin Park song, like the Linkin Park song, like it doesn't matter really matter how hard I try. It in the end it doesn't even matter. I do feel like that sometimes. We have another comment, Rosalind.
Rosalind was saying that her current protagonist has anomia as well.
Oh, okay. So it I finally getting to know more people and characters who cannot smell things, because we are having a lot of discussion on AuthorTube lately about incorporating all the senses and not just the visuals. And I'm very happy that people are talking about that. But we're going to go into that detail after another sprint.
Sprint! Yay!
Let's do some other sprint. Well, hang on a minute. That's already like 5 seconds in.
Yay!
Okay. Whatever. It's okay with my lagging connection. It's okay. So yeah, we will be sprinting, and I'm gonna be muting myself,
I will be
and
doing the same.
yeah, so we'll sprint in 3, 2, 1 ish. Sprint.
Sprint!
Oh, right, we're back here.
Yes, we are.
Woohoo! Okay, so how did you do?
I did okay. I got about 5 minutes into the second edit on the ableism collaboration video, and
Woo!
I managed to get my intro and my outro scenes put in there, and I got a couple of graphics in there because I realized I've been using a new app on my camera on my phone to record my videos because my old my old camera just was insufficient. So I talked to a videographer, photographer friend of mine about what could fix it. And I went and downloaded this new app based on their recommendations. But this new app appears to be having focusing issues. So, like, I keep jumping in and out of focus for just a couple of seconds here and there. And I didn't realize that at the time that I was recording. And I really don't want to re record the video because I did such a good job.
Hmm. Yeah, I know the feeling. Which app is this, by the way?
The app is called Open Camera.
Oh, yeah. Open camera has to have a function of like not autofocus. Like you set the focus and that's it, and lock it.
Well, I did. So I set the focus and I locked it per
And it
its like,
still did whatever it wanted.
but it still, yeah, it still did exactly what it wanted. Still jumped in and out. It doesn't jump in and out of focus a bunch, which, given how much I'm moving around in the video, is probably a good thing. Um, well, is it's not probably a good thing. It is a good thing, but it still jumped in and out of focus here and there when I got a little too close. Like my hands got a little too close to the camera, and my face wasn't. So I think it was still. I think it was like confused in a few places here and there. So
Yeah, it got confused. Yeah, that's what happens. I record everything on my phone now, and since I don't really have a space for filming, I'm like trying to figure out something to film, like to be on camera again as a silhouette. But the cables are too short, or the space is too short for the cables, and the camera is too like it. I just don't get the angle that I want. So
mhm.
I'm like, I'm just not getting there, and thus I'm still being animated. But I'm gonna keep on animated until I figure out something else. But as of right now, I'm just an animated cartoon, and for that, I'm using also a phone app because I do everything on my phone, and it's called, except for these live streams, because of StreamYards is like, nope, you have to be on a laptop or computer or whatever.
Yeah.
And okay, but besides that, I am always on the phone, and I am using an app called InShot, and there I have all my animations and whatever. So I'm also working on that video. I'm going to be doing that tonight. I need to also get reading the fair use, rules, and like the rules about fair use, because I'm going to have some, you know things that happen in the series, like the Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I'm going to talk about Toph, and I'm going to talk about that film that I'm always talking about. So like I'm going to be talking about the good and the bad and the ugly on blind representation in media, but also books. And like, as I didn't really find a book where a blind character was well represented, there's one, but I haven't read it, and I have reasons not to read it because but maybe I should get to read that book at least a little bit, to
Mhm.
mention that too. The one that's called All the Light We Cannot See. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has a blind character. I don't know how that goes. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about those things. So I'm working on that, but tonight, because less noise around, and I'm more productive at night. Actually, I'm having the sprints at the time that I'm having it because of you people, and also because like I know that a lot of people are writing at this time, or like doing this kind of thing in the afternoon. So I'm like, okay, let's just do it. But I'm considering joining a 3 a.m. writers club or something, because that's the time of day when I'm like actually doing stuff.
Yeah, well, I know Alina, she does her
Yeah,
her sprint
yeah,
um early, or at least early by our standards. I'm not
yeah.
sure if
But no, you guys, like Alina, it's because she's in Europe, so like I'm assuming she has a spare sleeping, because it's the regular European morning for. When I lived in Europe, it was 8 a.m. in the morning for me when Alina had the sprints. I joined
yeah,
once
I think it's something
when
like
I was like
it's
out in a
like
coffee shop. Yeah. Hmm?
Yeah, it's like 11 p.m. at night my time in Arizona, but I know that that's like 2 a.m. or something like that on Eastern time, which is what we tend to go around in the spreadsheet of knowing when people are on and when they're not on.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like it's also three a.m. here where I am. So yeah, I should join Alina when she's sprinting. Yeah, we have some comments over here. I saw that some pop. Okay, so
Yes,
I think
so
that's Michael.
yeah, Books with Kittens actually said that she is almost done with the biggest part of her outline. I hope I can get done with it today.
Awesome. We hope so too. Hope this is helpful.
Yeah, and Michael managed 293 words on this last sprint. Good for you, Michael.
Well, you're good. You're killing it. That's great. And also here we have Stephen Whelan, I think.
Yep, Stephen Whelan edited 4 pages on the sprint, so pretty good.
So you have done 6 pages so far because you did two the last little sprint that we had. Awesome! Everyone's killing it. I actually went on my files and I'm like going through it and saying, okay, how can I fix this? Maybe this is too choppy. Maybe so. I'm going over the first chapter again because I'm preparing this baby to submit it to Other Worlds Inc. If I actually dare to do that, I don't know really, but I'm gonna try. I know she's very strict, and I know she's gonna be very like, no, this is not up to standards. Sorry, no. So so I have to
Dare it,
work and make
y'all.
it up.
Dare it. If nothing else, it'll be a learning experience. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
so I wish
yeah,
I
it
wish I
will
had
be.
something right
So I'm
now.
mm, well,
I just don't
yeah.
have anything right now that I can submit.
Mm, I have the book. I'm going to be working on it. I'm very excited about the book. Actually, I submitted the first paragraph to another person's live streams that they were doing some like opening lines critique. Oh my, watch the interest in the chat just drop drastically whenever I had mine going on. Because it lacked detail and it was just it wasn't ready. I'm taking that as a lesson. It wasn't ready, and then you have to fix that. And my lesson from that opening lines critique was punctuation does ruin your writing. Like bad punctuation, it does ruin it. Whoever tells you that it doesn't, it's just trying to be nice because they know what I didn't, or English is your second language. They are being polite because being polite is a good thing and we all should be. But I'm sorry, they are lying. Bad punctuation does make people go, they lose interest. They do. And the lack of details as well. Like, yeah, I in the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
If I didn't get a copyright strike for that, I wish I could have the Linkin Park song. Just that would be my live string opener. It's like I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
I think, but I don't think you will get a copyright strike for it because you're properly attributing the song to who it belongs to. It belongs to Linkin Park, and it's just you singing. It's like
Yeah,
any
I'm already seeing
it's like any
fair
karaoke
use.
video. So I do karaoke videos all the
Fair
time. Like fair use. I go out to karaoke and do karaoke videos all the time, and I've never gotten a copyright strike for doing karaoke videos because I literally say this is who the song belongs to, and I'm just covering it. Fair use. I'm at karaoke. Whatever.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah, that's what I do with my covers as well. Whenever I have a cover, because now I want to sing in book reviews. That's another thing that I'm going to be working on tonight. It's a book review that I have been working my words, organizing my thought NATO. Yeah, that's a word now. Thought. It's like tornado, but thought NATO. Yeah, that's the pun. So
Totally a
I've been
word.
organizing my thoughts, working on that. Yeah, and so I'm gonna prepare that video, and I'm also gonna sing in that book review. I am if it fits with the book, if I have a song that fits, then I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna sing.
You should. You should. So, Devin has a nice comment down here where he would like me to sing now. And Devin, I can tell you, you really, really don't want the deaf girl to sing. But if you do want to see it, there are some videos on my channel of me playing around at karaoke because I love to sing. So I go to karaoke a lot. And I go to places where I actually review karaoke places. I obviously don't review how well people sing at karaoke or how poorly they sing. I review the place itself, like the establishment. So on my blog, on my website on bcbrownbooks.com, I actually have reviews of local places in Arizona that I've been to and what I like about them, what I don't like about them, what I
Mm.
like about the crowds, what I don't like about the crowds, just the atmosphere in general. So that's something that I do. But if you are really interested in hearing me sing, Devin, then there are some videos that are out there because I do like to sing. I just like to sing in a very loud bar setting so that mostly the deaf girl is drowned out.
She's just making fun of it. I like the way you use your own humor. I do the very same thing. It's like, sure, you want the blind person doing that. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I do the same thing. It's a very disabled thing to do. We joke like that a lot. Like a
Yeah,
lot.
I covered that a little bit actually in my ableism video that we'll be doing on the 29th. I covered that a little bit that it just because you're differently abled doesn't mean that you can't joke about your disability. It doesn't mean that you can't have a sense of humor. It's just that any kind of humor shouldn't be at the disabled person's expense and because of their disability. Like it should be funny for the sake of being funny, not funny for the
Yeah.
sake of discrimination.
It's like we're laughing with you, not at you. Yeah, it's more like laughing at the situation. Like, okay, yeah, like a blind girl wants to paint. She's gonna paint the canvas and her face. Get
Yeah,
two, they get two by the price of one.
yeah. It's the canvas is painted, and by the way, you got a beautiful wall mural at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's that kind of fun. Like I agree. I'm that kind of. I have found in real life, though not in the writing community, which I'm very grateful for, but in real life I have found that my self-deprecating humor is not very welcoming. Like it's not very welcomed in some spaces, and they say, oh, you shouldn't be treating yourself like that, and I'm like, it's humor. Okay, okay.
It was
So
it
yeah, it's good that we talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that people are concerned that the self-deprecation might be intended in a negative way, but sometimes, and that can be with humor, is that a lot of people can think that the self-deprecation is actually a negative view of oneself, where rather it's not. It's a this is my disability, and it's just a part of me, and humor is a part of me, so I can just be humorous about it. I like Michael's idea that thought nados could also be thought soons.
Yes, that's also a good one. I should keep that note to self.
Mm-hmm. So Michael is
There's
saying,
also another comment.
yeah, he was saying that he's gay, and when he's around other LGBT people, especially that they joke around about themselves and how straight people think a lot. So Michael, I am with you on board. I'm also LGBT, and
I am also LGBT.
okay. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm.
it's just common to joke around about like how we act and how we think, and but it's a joke because we don't buy into the stereotypes or the it's not negative. It's actually just done in a positive. Let's make light of our tiny difference between ourselves and heterosexual individuals or um, you know yeah.
I am asexual, so I'm completely like I'm ace, and I'm on the very end of the spectrum that I'm actually in the repulsed category. So like I don't want to. I mean, I have nothing against people having fun. They, of course, you have all the rights in the world to have fun. Just don't make me watch it or read it or hear it on the, as a neighbor. Please don't be so loud. Thank you very much. So yeah, I mean, Yeah, I'm in the very end of the spectrum in that regard. But yeah, I'm also joking about it because what was it? Well, there's a comment. Then I say it.
So
Who's here? It's
Steven.
Steven. No,
Steven
it's
says
yeah.
is also LGBT.
Awesome. Like, okay, we have a lot of that's another thing. Get used to it because among artists, there's a lot of people from the LGBT communities that tends to be artistically inclined because it's a way in which we can express ourselves. So yeah, it's very common to find people LGBT friends among artists. But yeah, like yesterday I saw a post, one of those Twitter game had like one of those Twitter hashtag games, and the question was like, when you go to the library, you go for, and I'm like, well, and I just wanted to make fun. I was like, well, when I go to a library, it's obvious that I go just to watch potentially attractive nerdy guys because I mean I'm blind. I buy ebooks, audiobooks. I don't need a library. So if I ever go there, the perks of being a blind ace. I just go to imagine things. Imagine a potential romantic story.
Consider the possibilities.
Yeah, that's just me having fun. But yeah, that's my kind of humor. It's like the perks of being a blind asexual. I go to libraries and people think that I'm just going for books. Sure.
And see, I go to libraries because it's the one place in the world that people don't just try to randomly carry on conversations with you. I can get some peace and enjoy my natural quiet, and people don't just try to talk to me all the time, which is frankly gets exhausting after a little bit. Um,
Mm,
so it's not so difficult. It's not so difficult like when I'm online. Oh, Books with Kittens was saying that they
she's
are
bi.
also, yep, she's also bi, and that she jokes around with one of her bisexual friends a lot, and she thinks that they're hilarious, which you
Yeah.
probably are. I'm sure you are.
I'm sure you are. Like I have seen the chat when the chat is hot. Today we're a little bit. I mean, I started this stream like, like it was really the apocalypse coming or something. So yeah, but it's a little bit cooler today. But yeah, I have seen this chat when it's in action, and oh my god, like it's fire. It's absolute fire. And you had to see the 12-hour long live stream over at Blind to Billionaire, the blind YouTuber that I follow. His name is Matt over on Minnesota. So shout out to that guy. Where you had to see that 12-hour. The chat was hilarious. We couldn't stop it. We said that we had to stop the jokes. No. It was a 12-hour long chat of jokes.
Once the fire starts, there's no putting it out.
There's no putting it out. Yeah. It was jokes and food. Mostly. It was amazing. Yeah, we
Well,
have
after
to do
12
another
hours,
of
people
those.
make me hungry.
No, no, they were cooking on camera. They were having Instagram live calls. I was on the phone, but my phone sounded so bad that you cannot understand a word. So I'm literally speaking alien over on that phone call. but
Good for
but yeah,
branding. It was good for branding.
it was good for branding. Yeah, sure. It was very good for branding, not very good for the actual communication. But anyway, it was fun. So yeah, he was also calling other blind YouTubers. It was really a big like kind of like a networking event while also being in quarantine. It was fantastic. We AuthorTube should at someone at some point, whoever has like a paid account over on StreamYard or Streamlabs or wherever, but someone has to do like a day long stream with multiple hosts and stuff, and just have like a big virtual party of AuthorTube. That
So
has to happen
that would be a
somewhere.
lot of fun. I'm actually I don't know that I'm going to do it, but I am actually like considering temporarily getting a paid version of StreamYard because I had this idea that I want to host a 24-hour virtual karaoke quarantine party.
Oh my god, can I join?
Of
Oh
course,
my god,
you
I
want to
gotta.
join Aphrodite? I talked with her a little bit about it. We're not sure about because her internet connection is a little wonky right now, but
Yeah.
um, like I just want people to get on. They can be their avatars, whatever, and they can get on and they can host part of the time. They can not be hosts other parts of time, and obviously I'm going to have to pop off at some point to sleep, but if karaoke is involved then I probably won't sleep. I'll just be like karaoke.
Oh my god, just bring your coffee. Ah, I already got excited for that. I love karaoke and I love
So
singing.
it's kind of my idea is that depending on how much it's going to cost to do a paid StreamYard, I haven't actually looked that much into it yet because I just basically decided on doing that this morning. Like I had talked about it on my quarantine vlog and the video I did on Monday, and I talked about hosting a karaoke party at some point online. And then I thought, well, I really should actually do that. And then Aphrodite Lee, for doesn't know, she's another author tuber. She actually did a karaoke video where she had gotten out and she had been cheered up for whatever's going on in life and everything right now. And she had gone to
Wow.
karaoke, and I was like, well, there's at least one other person. And then I thought about you, Doll, and was like, well, Doll, I know will do it because she loves to sing.
I love to sing. It's I used to be a singer, so like that was like my golden days, like when I was younger and beautiful. No, not really. Not really. And like it's just not my path anymore. Music, when you're a female and you're a solo and you happen to be like different looking, I'm mixed. I'm a mixed ethnicity, so people have tend to pay a lot of attention to that because she's so exotic. Ooh, and that becomes a little bit sexualized, and I'm like, okay, I have no time for this. So it was more about all the other things but music. So I was like, this is really not my path, and I'm very sad that this is how it is for many female artists, but that's how it is. So and if you look very different and you're blind and like it's too many factors combined, and I was like, I don't have the skin. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't have the skin for that, and so that's why I hide on, like, not hide because I'm right here, but that's why I prefer not to show my physique on AuthorTube, because we're gonna talk about my writing and my other stuff, and not just she's so exotic, and I'm like, okay, enough. So it doesn't rub me the right way. So that's why I decided, okay, I'm gonna be an avatar. I'm gonna be animated. I'm gonna do other things. But that doesn't take away my love for singing. I just realized that whenever I can sing on a book review, I'm doing it. So I'm like, girl, you still love to sing. That's not gonna go away.
Oh
That's
no,
not. No, no, for sure, no.
it
That's
doesn't
just
go away.
it never goes away.
I didn't really, I wasn't a singer growing up. Oh, Stephanie says that Aphrodite loves karaoke and she wants to know if I'm taking donations via PayPal to contribute to the stream charges. I hadn't considered that, Stephanie, but that's an amazing idea. And
Yeah.
once
I
I kind of square away the details a little bit, I will let people know in my live streams, which I do on Fridays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will kind of let people know what's going on and how I plan on doing that. So,
Oh, okay. Well, I have never figured out donations because I feel like I'm not qualified for that yet. When I improve and when I am like giving people like more value, I'm that kind of alien. I'm very much like that. When I am able to like improve myself and improve the quality of my content and improve all the things that I want to improve, then I can like, okay, I can accept some donations if you want to, but nah, not yet. I feel like I'm not ready yet. You know the feeling like, you're not there yet. You're not there yet.
yeah,
So
I think I know what you're talking about. It's just kind of a feeling of knowing when you are ready and when you aren't ready to do certain things, like with your writing, when you are ready and when you aren't ready to tackle something outside of your own genre.
mm,
I only just recently, as a matter of fact, I have a Patreon account, and I've had a Patreon account for a while, but I never had a tier where people
mhm.
could be a patron and could help support me and my YouTube channel. But I thought with the you know that it was now or never to try it and see how it works. So Stephanie, I guess I do actually have a Patreon account, which that would
Has
be
it?
a way to contribute. And it's not like it's a big amount. I'm pretty sure I set it at a single dollar. So
Mm,
it's $1 just to be my patron and
a
to help,
Patreon.
yeah, and to help support my YouTube channel, which would be supporting my virtual karaoke party that I'm going to have.
Awesome.
Um, So plus you'd get some stuff out of it. Like you get some things out of being my patron. You get like a shout out in my videos, and you get to help me pick a video that you want to hear me, actually, that you want to actually see me put out in the future and stuff like that. So I guess that is an option.
Yeah, you do have a say when you're a Patreon. You do have a say in the content because you're contributing some in some way. I want to do Patreon. I don't know how to set that on a mobile phone. Is that even possible? Because if that's possible, I think that would be the way I could go. Because donations, just like plain donations, is like why? No, I just feel like maybe that's not the best way for me. But maybe if I can figure out a Patreon.
I don't know if you can do it from your phone. I mean, I would assume so. With it seems to me that with the exception of StreamYard,
Everything can be done from a phone.
pretty much. I mean, unless you're just really out of date and just not up
Yeah,
on
like the original iPhone.
yeah, or unless
Something like that.
I know, like there are a lot of websites and stuff like that where people have not made their websites like mobile accessible. But there I think enough people are getting to the point, and definitely enough big platforms are getting to the point where they're like, look, we understand this shit just has to be done on mobile phone, because we know you live and die by your mobile phone.
Yeah.
So I would assume it could be, but I also assumed StreamYard could be done on a mobile phone, and
No, no, it cannot. StreamYard cannot be. It cannot happen on a mobile phone.
yeah.
Definitely
I
not.
mean, I know you can watch and you can join and you can interact through a mobile phone. You could do the live chat and stuff, but you can't actually host.
Yeah,
So there's that.
yeah. You can co-host from a phone because when you had your when you had your stream, and thank you very much for inviting me that time. I joined from the phone. That's what I did.
Yeah,
I couldn't join from this laptop, and I was like, nah. If I want to have like a better connection thing, I'm gonna join from the phone instead. So
yeah, and
okay, like
I'm on my
because
phone.
I
Oh yeah, it
yeah,
is
you are on your phone right now.
yeah, it's 12:53 my time, so that's like 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, we are about to end the live stream then, because it's gonna it's the 2 hour mark, and people are having a cooler day today. I hope you got things done though. Who else? Wait, we had another comment here. Who is here?
Steven says that there is a Patreon app.
Is that Steven?
So yeah, Steven Whalen.
Oh, there. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm gonna be figuring out that if you guys agree, let me know in the chat. Because I don't want to start something and then people are like, you shouldn't be doing that, girl. Like, you're not ready. Like, you guys let me know in the chat. Is it a good idea or not? Shall Dal start a Patreon thingy after I reach 300 subscribers, because I'm at 278 70 something ish. So should I start a Patreon once I reach at least 300 ish subscribers? Let me know in the chat if you're still here.
I'm going to chime in, and I am
And
going to say that I think you should. That's exactly why I started my Patreon account, was because I'm like 2 subscribers short of 100 subscribers, which to me was a goal, because I wanted 100 subscribers in the first 3 months that I was streaming, that I had videos, and I actually am too shy in just about 6 weeks. So I told myself that I basically did it in half the amount of time. And even though I'm not quite right at 100, I was just going to go ahead and set it up because I wanted to reward myself.
Yeah, I never thought I would reach 300 subscribers. I'm like, wow, what the hell happened? But of course, I mean, I am a hybrid. I like doing some booktube content, some writing content, and I should. And if anyone is watching this from a replay, like, because my blind folks are not here right now, so for my blind people, should I also start making accessibility content? Because for content for the blind, I don't know. Could be like having a small series about like being a blind writer. I've always wanted to do that, but I'm also shy. I'm like, should I read? Who's gonna watch that? Like, I'm always the problem I'm always having is that who's gonna watch that. So
Well, you don't know
yeah,
till you try. I mean, you
exactly,
just give it a
exactly. I
shot.
should I should always give it a shot. Yeah.
So
So
maybe a good thing would be, because I did this before, where I put out on Instagram before I started my YouTube channel. I put out on Instagram a poll asking if people wanted to see more of my writing related content about how to be a writer, how to get published, and how to market your books, or if they wanted more of my deaf accessibility and life posts. And not one person, but several people actually got back to me and said, why not a little bit of both?
wow, I like that because you always hear on YouTube that you shouldn't do like variety things, like don't do a variety channel and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, then I'm not gonna do a variety channel. But then being partially blind is a part of who I am as a writer, so it really defines the good and the bad and the ugly because yeah, punctuation sucks. So yay, maybe I should start.
I don't
I'll yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't really think that you're diversifying though, because it's all being tied back to being a writer. So it's still all being tied
Yes,
back to your author tube. It's
it
just
is.
another aspect that you can comment on for writing. I mean, I can
Yeah.
comment on being deaf and what that means when I have to go out to a book signing or a convention and I have to interact.
Yeah, because as if I understood correctly, you have your captioning service program, and that's why you actually have it easier online.
Yes, yes, because I actually, yeah, I do have captioning that picks up whatever comes into my microphone or comes in through my speakers and picks it up, which is why there's sometimes a slight delay in me responding to something that was said,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes because it picks me up as well. So sometimes I'm catching myself with the captions, and it's kind of,
Oh,
and I have a small startle moment where I'm like, that is not what I said. Oh my goodness, is that what it sounded like I said? Um, because they're not perfect. But when I go out in public, I don't have that benefit.
exactly.
I
There is no captions in real life.
Yeah, there are no little bubbles floating around under people, that, no little black bars with white lettering that keeps coming across, nothing that helps me out there. I'm fortunate in that I do still have a portion of my hearing, and then on top of that I have assistive technology, of course, that, I have hearing aids that help even broaden that a little bit more. And I've gotten very good. I've adapted over the years and gotten very good at reading body language and reading lips. So I can
Mhm.
piece all of that together. It's kind of exhausting. So, and I'm a big energy person naturally, even though I'm an introvert. I'm very charismatic. So I tell people that,
Same.
yeah, I just tell people that I'm a charismatic introvert, which means that I can flip a switch and I have a really big personality, and I can be overwhelming, especially I can be a little loud for
Me
people.
too.
But when it comes back to it, I have to, decompress and chill out, and I have to have time to myself in order to recuperate all that energy. So, but
Oh
when I go,
yes.
yeah, when I go out, I can have all of that, and people think that it's easy to be out and be amongst the hearing and the speaking, and
Eh,
it's not easy.
no. No, no, it's not. It the same happens with me. People see me, or like they see what I do online and they think, oh, she's doing so well, and then they see me in real life and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's just that you do so well, and I'm like, yes, thank you, but I don't have a screen in real life and I cannot see your facial expressions, and there's so many things I cannot see. So
Hmm.
it's kind of difficult. Steven says that his channel will become a variety channel when he starts posting, by the way. mm,
What do you
Why would you think so? And there's always a way to make your quote unquote variety tie back to your writing, because that's what we do. We are writers. We never write about the same thing all the time. So like if I want to start talking about the moons of Saturn because it's going to be a part of my next sci-fi, it's not a variety because I am a sci-fi writer. If I want to talk about the solar system or whatever technology to travel faster than the speed of light or the Alcubierre method or whatever, it's still part of what I do as a writer. So it's not really a variety. You always have to look back at what you do, what's your brand, what are your core values, and then it's not so variety anymore.
Yeah, I agree with 100% of what you just said, Doll. It's so important that I think because I deal with a lot of I do marketing and branding coaching, and I deal with a lot of people that are concerned about getting outside of their brand. Well, the fact of the matter is that we are writers, and so that is our brand. Ultimately, as long as you tie back all of your interests, all of your varieties to how that affects you and influences you as a writer, then that's a good thing. The reason
You're
I went
on
ahead
brand.
and posted, yeah, you're on brand. You're doing fine. Just don't forget to tie that back to you being a writer. The karaoke videos that I put up, they tie back to my latest book. My latest book was literally about a woman who puts her life back together again, because she signs up quite accidentally, but she signs up for a series of karaoke contests.
Wow, that sounds interesting too. Hey, you have really cool ideas. I like your books.
Well,
I like your book set. That sounds really nice. I have to get to read them.
well, thank you.
I have to go in order though. I have to go in order because I have some like you said for Caro's book that you have to wait. Well, same thing. I gotta wait. I bought your book. I got the A Touch of Darkness. Sorry, that's the first one.
Oh, yes.
I got it. I have it. But I'm waiting because I'm reading some other books before that. But I got it, so it's right there in my Kindle.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, so you see, like whatever you do, if it's always linked back to your writing somehow, then you're still on brand. So long as you are keeping your core values as well, because I remember the whole debacle that happened. The author took tea and drama and stuff. I was like, I wanted to say so many things. I wanted, but I was like, do you really have a say on this? You're new, girl. Like that's not on brand. That's not part of your core values. Your channel is not that. The only moment when I was really had like a very disastrous book review, and it's not that I regret, but I sound really mad at the book. I sound really frustrated. Like that's like the only time when I'm going to do that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to be the kind of writer who's going to pop on videos on being really mad, and that it's just not my brand. I'm a happy alien. I come in peace. I come in peace, humans. So that's the reason why I wouldn't be doing some drama videos, even though I know it helps you gaining views. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just not what I do. Now, if there is ableism in books and there is like the only blind character in the whole book was the villain, the bad guy, the ugly guy, and then I'm gonna get really, you're gonna hear me. Then you're gonna hear me talking. That's what happened with that book review. Everybody praised that book. I went in, I was very hopeful because it had so many positive reviews, and when I went in I was like, no, okay, so yeah, that can happen, but I promised to myself that, okay, don't do that too often. So that's something you always remember. You gotta remember your core values, and then if you tie it back to writing, then you're always gonna be on brand. He says that makes sense now that I think on it.
Yeah,
The
and that's what
variety is
but
actually do tie back to the being a writer. I think, yeah, that's exactly. So if it ties back to being a writer, you're good. We're looking forward to your videos whenever you start posting.
yeah, it'll be an amazing time. And you did, I mean, with your I mean, your review of that book might have been particularly angry doll or might have been upset or disappointed in the book, but it still tied back to being a writer because, like you said, there are very few books that are out there that, and I touch on this in my ableism video, but there are very few books that are out there that accurately represent, blind characters. And so the fact that that book didn't, and then that's something that we need to be doing. That's where we're all failing as writers a little bit. Is there
Mm.
we're not producing the books that we need to see, which are no more ableism in stories. Um,
Yeah, we are like we as a collective. I'm talking as a collective,
we
as
yes.
the writing industry, the writing world. Every single writer under the publishing industry umbrella, and so we as a collective are having the problem that maybe sometimes we focus too much in profiting from our books. Like it's oh, but it sells. Oh, but it's who cares? Like, well, oh, but the majority of people are not disabled. Well, okay, great, but there is a potential crowd that are going to read your books and they are going to question everything. Miss Rowling, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's coming on March 29. Don't lose it, don't miss it, because I'm gonna get a lot of hate when I talk about my two least favorite book series of all time.
It's okay. I tried to give both a good and a bad example in each little section that I talked about of what we should and shouldn't be doing and stuff like that to write better stories that are more inclusive and less ableist.
Mm,
Um, but I'm sure I'm going to get some hate in a couple of places. And I literally call it out in the video. I'm like, just give me a second and bear with me. Let me explain before you start
yeah.
hating down in the comments.
Yeah. I mean, you can. Everybody is entitled to have their own opinion, and I welcome them. But hate, like just hating me for yeah, like expressing my own thoughts, that's gonna be a problem, and I'm not here for it. But I know that I'm dealing with two major favorite all time like super famous series, and I'm a little tiny nobody, so I know that I'm gonna get some backlash. I'm ready, kind of. But I'm not only going to talk trash. I'm going to talk about like the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
do and the pretty. I'm gonna do all. So yeah, looking forward to that. And like, don't be afraid. Like that's one of the things that I'm learning as I go on with this channel and my whole social media presence as a writer. Don't be afraid to just really genuinely be you, because like I have ideas for videos that I'm gonna do, like another thing that I have coming up, music, because music has always been a big part of my writing. I have never been hiding it. I cannot write without music. It's just what it is, and being a singer in the past and all that stuff. So I was looking at these epic rap battles
I
and I was
love
like,
those.
I love those. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do a top 20 of my favorite epic rap battles. And I'm going to not only, okay, this is my top 20. Sure, great, fantastic. But what can you learn from those things as a writer? Because,
Yes.
they are interpreting characters, they are playing characters, and they are making like very clever and like very clever writing styles and puns and like how they diss each other. It's really creative and clever. So it was like, hey, what can you learn as a writer, like when they put things together, because nothing is perfect, or what they did great as well. Like I have one, for example, when I'm talking about like, okay, if you're gonna add a line in another language, make sure that if it's a popular language like French, you'll be fine. But if you're gonna add like a phrase in another language, at least make sure that you kind of tie it back to some kind of reference, like the context can make people understand sort of what that phrase means, or at least put the translation beside it. That's a call out to myself.
No, I
So
had to do that too. In a story that in my work in progress that I'm writing right now, I had to put the translation right beside it because Gaelic is not exactly a real common language.
it isn't. And we might be Gaelic enthusiasts, because I am too.
Yes.
But yeah, I still don't speak it. And I still don't know every single word, even though I'm an enthusiast. So yeah, it's nicer to just have the translation so the story goes along. instead of cutting off the story, going to Google, then they see something else, they get distracted, that stuff. Wait, there's another comment here. Mary Wimbley says, hello. Would have been here sooner, but I was on the phone with my bestie. Well, it's good.
Hi,
Nice.
Mary.
Nice that we extended it a little bit.
Yeah, it was good. Well, we were on a really good topic, I feel. So I
Yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
Carol always says that the streams are about 2 hours, but she kind of gives a like 2.5 hour mark because
Ish.
sometimes
Yeah.
the streams need to go over. Um,
Yeah. Sometimes people come late. Sometimes people come and go. That's great. It was great we extended this. So yeah, that's my idea for the video. I'm gonna be throwing comments. Like there's one, for example, there's one of those battles that it's so short, but it's packed. It's so packed. It's like, yeah, short, but it was savage. So that was my idea for writing fight scenes. If you're writing a fight scene, it just make it short and sweet and make every single word be a punch that counts. So it's like I'm gonna be doing that kind of stuff. So I'm still organizing because I still like some of the battles and I don't even know why I like them because I just like them. And I'm like, okay, what can I learn from this one? Because yeah, that's why I haven't done it yet. It's gonna be a 2-part video because it's a top 20, and I'm gonna be rambling for a while. So the first 20, the first 10, then the first, part one, part two. But yeah, that's something I was thinking. But hang on a minute, the epic rap battles crowd is not really interested in writers, are they? And then I was like, many people who watch it are rappers. Many people who watch it are artists. So I was like, maybe just do it. Just come on and do it. And I'm just being really shy about. I have to get out of that slump of being like I have so many. The thing is, I think my brain is overwhelmed. Like I want to do so many things at once. And my brain is like, I don't know which one should I do first. Stuck. Yeah. So that thing, I think that's what's going on with me at the moment. But yeah, I have so many ideas that could be misinterpreted as variety content when in reality it's always tied back to writing. So don't be afraid to pick up on the things that you do that maybe you don't consider that are writing related, but they could be. So yeah, we want to see more of that on AuthorTube. Not everything has to be writing advice. Not everyone is qualified for writing advice.
Yeah, we actually talked about this a little bit. So Caro and I attempted to do a pop-up live stream on Sunday because we had some time to kill and just decided what the heck. Um, and we attempted to do that, and we talked about that very briefly about I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you were talking about like not everyone is qualified to give writing advice. So
Oh,
we're with Caro. Yeah.
yeah. So we were talking about, I mean, if you get right down to it, you can only talk so much about writing. And pretty much we've all talked about everything that could possibly be covered about how to be a better writer and how to publish and how to market and how to do all of this stuff. And you can only reiterate and rehash the same topics over and over and over again. But we can absolutely create content about our own personal writing experiences and our own personal experiences as writers, which is going to obviously tie in with our lives. Our lives are, I mean, being a writer is who we are. And so that influences every aspect of our lives. When I was writing the book Karaoke Jane, I had no idea how I wanted to tell this woman's story, this character's story, which was about her putting her life back together. And then I just kind of thought to myself, well, wouldn't it be funny if she kind of managed to put her life back together at supposedly what's considered the bottom of the barrel in life, which is going to bars constantly and getting drunk and singing karaoke. I was like, wouldn't that just kind of be funny if that's how she managed to build a life, was out of what most people would kind of consider rock bottom in life?
Yeah, I have to say something that already touches me in a very personal way because when I was in Europe, I was hiding away from, I had two stalkers. I'm not going to go into details, but it was a very uncomfortable experience. And also, my time in Europe was coming to an end. It was lots of things that I was not okay. Like the reason why I started my AuthorTube channel was to actually get better. But besides that, besides AuthorTube, I was that kind of very strange girl who just went in, took the mic, sang a couple of Sia songs, and left. That was that was me, literally. I just went into a bar and I sang Bird Set Free or Elastic Heart or I'm the Greatest or Unstoppable, whichever Sia song they had available and I was in the mood for. I sang it, dropped the mic, and left. That was me, literally.
And there are times when there are times when I go to karaoke and that's me. No, those are usually the times that I'm there specifically to review a place because I don't want to interact too much and change the atmosphere. I want to observe, but of course I want to sing because I like to sing. Um, so that's me on occasion, but a lot of times I'm the opposite. I'm that annoying karaoke person that is I don't ever pressure anyone to sing. Never ever ever will you hear more than, do you plan on singing tonight? And if a person says no, I go, great, no problem, don't forget to dance and cheer us on. I'm one of
Yeah.
those no pressure. I don't believe in getting somebody drunk in order to get them to sing. I don't believe in any of that.
I don't
um,
even need alcohol for singing.
neither do I.
But yeah,
um,
like same. I even go alone. Well, that's what got me in trouble sometimes. I went alone. Like I didn't even bother to carry on with people. People didn't have the time or the will, or they just didn't want to hang out with me. Who knows? But I went alone. I wanted to sing. I went for it. I don't need anybody else. And so that's what I did. And that was part of my rock bottom situation. So yeah, that book, I already have to get my hands on it. Oh my god, now I have two books of you on the TBR list. Okay, this you see, you mingle with other writers and you're gonna get your books out. Trust me.
Yay! Yeah,
That's she's not doing it on purpose. We're just talking about things. But you see how she got me interested in her book? Like genuinely, you just have to mingle with people, talk about things, and bring your own life experiences into your books and see what happens. You're witnessing it right here.
it's I mean it can be hard. I can say it can be hard because I think because we are writers and most of the time most of us are fairly introverted. I'm not saying that there aren't extroverted writers. There are. um,
Savvy.
yeah,
Savvy.
Sally's she's very extroverted. I would even say that Caro is very extroverted, and so is Dana. I know that Dana, more likes to kind of stay just separated from people as long as they don't touch her, but she's really very, very much an extrovert as far as, or maybe she's just very charismatic. So that's always a possibility. But yeah, I think it can be hard because it feels like a hard sell. It feels like we're selling ourselves, our books, and forcing them on people. But it's just like here, I was just having a conversation about what led me to writing my book the way I wrote it. And now, thank you very much, Doll. Doll wants to go out and
Oh,
and buy my book.
yeah, definitely.
So I think that the AuthorTube streams are really cool for that angle. And I don't get as much out of it out of the BookTube streams, like during the chats and stuff like that, where people are like, okay, now I have to buy that book because you just reviewed it and it was really awesome. Or at least that's just in my limited experience. I don't watch a ton of BookTube stuff because I tend to just make up my own mind about a book if I'm going to read it or not. But I think with the author tube is, one, we're all hugely about supporting each other. We're all like, okay, that's great. What are you writing? What's going on in your life? And why are you writing that? And then if it resonates, then we're like, totally, I'm getting that. Like earlier on Lisa Daly's stream, I was just telling that Caro made her big announcement that Caro Brown has her book, the Queen of Swords and Silence, and it just re-released today and has a beautiful cover and some fantastic looking artwork in it. And I plan on picking it up, but it's not something I can pick up right now because I have two books that I have to beta read. And if I pick up a book right now for pleasure reading, I'm going to make that my priority. And I'm not going to make my obligations to beta reading a priority. But I mean, Kara wasn't like, go buy my book. I mean, I think she said it like once, it's out today, you could go buy it if you wanted. um, but she wasn't there to plug her book per se. She was just there to let us know, her AuthorTube friends, that
Yeah.
what she'd been working on in our group, like in the different live streams, was available.
I already read the book. I already read
Ooh.
it when it was first published, when it was the first time that, because this is a relaunch, so it's
Mhm.
like improved. But I read the first publication version, and damn, I loved it. I made a review. I made my first drunk review, and I didn't have lunch before that, so I got drunk on a second bottle.
Ooh.
It was hilarious, and I, of course, what's that?
Oh, that's sorry. That's my partner texting me.
Oh, whoa! I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa! What's that?
Again, I forget sometimes how loud it is and
Mm,
that other people can hear it, and I can't really.
nah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So I read the book. I fully recommend it, and it's not because Caro is a friend, because she is an author tube friend, but she's not a real life friend. Like, we don't have to do this. We do it because we like it. So yeah, I fully recommend the book. It's nice. It's fun. It's quite hilarious, actually. It has all kinds of things. All kinds of feelings in it. I really like the book. So yeah, I recommend it.
Awesome. Well, I will. Everybody so far has really recommended it, so it is going on my purchase list, but it won't go. It won't get purchased quite yet because I have 2 weeks to finish these beta reads, and in my opinion, I'm behind already. Although I'm not actually behind, but I haven't been as diligent as I normally would be with them. Um, and so I have 2 weeks to finish them, and definitely Devin is howling.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that was what the noise was. It sounded like a howl.
Yeah,
Like,
it kind of does.
what was that?
It's actually the so if you watch Doctor Who at all, it's actually a sound effect from the Doctor Who series. And I'm just a big Whovian, so it
Oh, I see.
yeah, my partner, when I met him, he kind of looked like one of the doctors, resembled one of the doctors. So when he texts me, it sounds like Doctor Who.
No, that's awesome. Wow. So yeah, you see, like, but you see, like, you have bleh, bleh, bleh. My tongue cannot work. That means you should end the stream soon. But yeah, you have witnessed what happens in the author community, and sometimes in real life. You start talking about your book, or talking about something that you like that somewhat is tied to your book. People are like, that sounds interesting, I gotta read that, and they get to read it. So it's genuine. It works sometimes, not always, but it works. So yeah, you've witnessed it right here.
And it really is the best marketing that you can do. The best way of selling your any product that you have, whether it's a book or anything, is just
Yeah.
talking about it genuinely.
Wow, that's I agree 100%. That's awesome. Well, I'm going to, like, we are going to finish it right there because we really have extended the mark today. Thank you so much for being here today with us. Especially a special big thanks to BC Brown Books. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for hanging out and helping me co-host today in this disastrous that actually ended up better stream. Thank you so much. And thank you for everyone in the chat: Devin, Mary, Stephen, Michael, Rosaline, everybody, BBB who was here as well, everybody who was here, Adega, Stephanie, everyone. Thank you so much for being around. Thank you for putting up with us. And I hope I'll catch you again next Wednesday on my stream. And also this Friday, BC Brown Books have her own stream over on her channel. And since we are not getting pop-up notifications from YouTube whenever we're getting live streams, because things are really wacky these days, you just go and YouTube search her, and like YouTube search your favorite author tubers, and you're gonna find their live streams right on top of their channels. So that's what you gotta do this Friday. Don't forget BC Brown Books at 3:30 Eastern time. And I'm gonna be on my own stream again next Wednesday at the same time. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon.
Bye
Bye.
bye.